All right, and we are back here with our coverage of the ECL Elite spring season of 2023 and had a great first matchup there between Haimo and ZSC. But we move on here to cover Roots and Tohtorit, the champions of the Pro Division, making their way up into the ECL Elite. What a run they had, and something that they're going to look to kind of continue as they make their way into the Elite line.
Yeah, we love to see that, don't we? The best thing about Sports Gamer here in ECL is relegation. Every game matters, doesn't it, Sin? It doesn't matter if you're at the top or the bottom. Let's get right into it, as this is going to be a great one.
Yeah, so we'll start taking a quick look again. If we have the updated brackets, we get to see what the results of some of the games so far have done to the standings so far. And yes, indeed, Heimo there now with 8 games played, a 6-1-1 record, continuing their great form of play. Ipivaskala, after a rough start to their season, 5-3 now, looking pretty good. But we look to that right hand side where Tohtorit and Roots both lie, just with the 2 games played each, 1-1 for Tohtorit and 0-1 for Roots.
Yeah, both of these teams battling here is Heimo still at the top there. I thought it said two when we looked at it before their sin. There's Tohtorit over on the right hand side, and only 2 games played. They're right next to Roots there. So, maybe this is a very high point swing game, isn't it, Harrison?
It absolutely could be. And look at the latest results here, of course. You see the ZSC and Heimo matchup is reported. A big 2 game set for Yipivaskala to get the 2 wins over Erebro, as well as, taking 2 points off of Goons. Tohtorit actually won one of their games off of Heimo here. So not an easy task to do, but they did it.
Yeah, definitely not an easy task. We talked about it before the game going in. Is not only the only upsets on this latest results list, is it there, Sin?
No, not at all. Nordic Star is taking game off of Atrids, you see there at the bottom. So they got off to a rough start, but that combined with the 3 out of 4 points on Red Hawks Esports, they're starting to turn their season around here. But we'll turn our attention now to this matchup, Roots and Tohtorit. You see Roots there getting off to a bit of a slower start, but of course, just 2 games played for each of these. So we're getting a lot better idea of kind of their trajectory of where they're heading after this matchup.
Yeah, exactly right here is you can't really get much from this is obviously only 2 games played, but Tohtorit able to go 1-1 with Roots Gaming only able to not solidify a win yet. They might be able to do it tonight here, Sin.
We'll take a look now at the lineups between these 2 squads. Of course, familiar names on the side of Roots as Mikke, Lexa, and Sokolo up front with Nordsman and Vodi on the point. Yantes in between the pipes. And on the side of Tohtorit, you have Harlow, Dillinger, and Ristimeki, as well as Oyala and Tomanointi on the points. Stammer in between the pipes. And we'll take a look at the individual matchups, starting as we always do with that center comparison. And not a whole lot for points so far on the side of Dillinger, but he does have that positive face off.
Yeah, and it is a possession game, isn't it, Sin? You want your centermans to be winning at most of the draws, and he's doing that with a 52.6%. But how about Lexa on the other side? 3 goals in those 2 games. We'll see if he can keep making the mesh ripple.
Absolutely. We'll shift our attention over to the wingers, of course, as you see Mikke and Sokolo right there. Just 1 point so far for Mikke, but 4 in those 2 games for Sokolo.
Yeah, only 4 in the 2 games for Sokolo. And then on the other side for Harlow and Ristameki, obviously loving to put the puck on net, but not capitalizing as often as they'd like to, Sin. We'll see if that trait continues tonight.
It'll be up to the defense to try to slow some of that down as we look to their points. No points so far on the side of Nordsman, but Vodi with 3. So that right hand side of the ice for Roots looking strong so far.
Yeah, absolutely. No block shots. Looking more of an offensive side from Vodi on the right D position, where a Nordsman over on the other side, getting in the dirty lanes and blocking those shots. And then Tohtorit, you have Oyala who's just been very, very good. We know him many times with 3 points in his games and 2 points for Tomanointi. The defense love to get active here for Tohtorit. We'll see if it continues tonight.
And of course, the goaltender matchup, our last one here. And Stammer, a good start for him, over 80% save percentage. And
Mm.
on the side of Yantas, he's going to want to get those numbers up. But again, plenty of time left. It is very early on into this season.
Yeah, only 2 games played, but still, like you're saying, Stammer sporting a great save percentage, only a 2 goals against average. And, maybe it's Yonte's night to shine right now.
As we hope to get to this matchup as quickly as possible, the teams were indeed searching, as we were told, and they should be matched up just momentarily here. But again, early on, Tohtorit looking to kind of make a splash here. It's as your first goal as a team in the elite is to stay in the elite. You don't want to have to necessarily battle for a relegation position again, or if you do, you want to come out on top. It's always about forward steps. But in the very recent history here in the ECL elite, we've been seeing more and more teams make their way up from that pro division and immediately make the playoffs. We think of Reality Check from last year,
Hmm.
Yano, now Heimo from last season. I mean,
Yeah.
they were those teams who made it up. Kind of gone are the days where when ZSC first arrived, it took them, I think, three, maybe 4 seasons to finally make it into the playoffs. Their reward for that was playing for Lunda, unfortunately, and
Yeah.
they had a bit of a harder task. But yeah, looking at these builds, elite edges across the board, we are seeing a lot more gold 1T up here, and Ristameki is going to be rocking that in this matchup here. And
And not
it's
only as using gold 1T, but using it on a small sniper build, Sin. So laser beams looking to be firing off Ristameki.
Yeah, and probably a lot of speed down that wing as
Yes.
well here, of course. We do have that Madden tourney coming up. The date did indeed change, so it did not happen this last Saturday, quite obviously, but it's now Saturday, May 20th. So a lot more time for you to get signed up if you so choose to. The prize package, of course, including NFL international game tickets that will be played in Europe. And it's going to be an exciting tournament that I can't wait to call. Of course, for more information and registry details, sportsgamer.gg/Madden. Here's, of course, we continue on with our coverage on Wednesday as Lexans and Mayhem's going head to head with Red Hawks Esports and Yippee Voskala following up. That's going to be a great day of action here in the Elite Division. Of course, Lexans, Mayhem's, both new teams to the Elite Division. But we are underway here. Roots, bottom of your screen in those road white jerseys. Tohtorit on top, a quick interception in the neutral zone. Harlow looking to get around, and he will take it into the corner. Back up top now. Tomanointi trying to get that shot. Ristameki has it going back door. That one kind of squeaked through, but Nordsman gets the intercept. Vody now passes to a defensive partner, and he leads the rush up the ice. Goes down trying to send that one around. The centerman grabs it. And Oyala has to be careful there as he handles it behind the net. Goes over to Harlow. Harlow now over to Tomanointi, and they go offside here early on in the first period.
And already you're seeing Tomanointi for Tohtorit come in and get active, trying to get that entry, get it over the blue line. They go offside, but look for Tomanointi and Oyala to be a big part of the offense for Tohtorit.
Nordsman, beautiful sauce right there. Sokolo coming in, couldn't get the shot away. Nordsman with one, and Stammer will make the save.
Stammer, he's got over 83% there, Sin, and he's showing why. Great save there early in the game. They're going to have to put a lot of pucks on him.
Face off now, won by Dillinger. Slap shot play, Ristameki has it. Looking towards the middle right there, goes all the way through the sticks and bodies. Harlow has it. Trying to cut to the middle, goes back up top, feeds it over. Tomanointi, Dillinger back to him, shot on, and that's Yantes making the save right there on the glove.
Yantes, he wants to have better games. We saw his numbers in the pregame. They weren't up to where he's happy with, Sin, so it's good he's feeling it early.
The tie-up play off the draw. Mike will have it. Going down the boards right there. It's bumped off. Oyala in position now. Tohtorit with a head of steam down. He just takes it all the way. Goes to the centerman. He gets poked off. And Vody will collect in the corner. Roots now looking to get a counterattack going of their own. They have to slow things down. They do gain the line. Vody cutting in, trying to feed that to the slot. Collects once again his pass off the boards. A little bit too slow. And Tohtorit in prison. Ristameki has it. Low shot on! And the rebound goes just wide. It looked like Dillinger healed it. And Roots taking it back, trying to get an attack of their own. Good turnover force right there. But Dillinger didn't like the pass for the quick turnaround. Will just opt to maintain possession and reset. Ristameki has it. L skates to the middle. Goes back to Tomanointi. He now takes it down low, trying to just stuff that one. But Yantes makes the save and covers.
Yeah, you're seeing Tohtorit come down and get very, very active. We're going to see a lot of that in this hockey game. You see Harlow come up and switch in positions, and Tohtorit just tried to go for a dunk there, Sin.
Tie-up play, but a good read by Nordsman to jump up into that, and here comes Roots. Cutting to the middle, can't get around the defender, though. Bounces off the pads of Stammer, but he does eventually get the cover.
The good thing he did there, Sin, is that, you got to be careful as Roots, they're starting to heat up in the offensive zone here.
Yeah, a whole lot of stoppages so far in this first period. The flow of play still kind of waiting to get underway as Mike tries to sneak that one through, and yet another cover and yet another whistle here with 7:48 remaining in the first period.
And maybe that's why Stammer's so good there, Sin. He's just holding on to that rock all the time, Get the first save. Don't let the rebounds out. His rebound control's been fantastic here in period one. We'll see if it continues.
Good face-off win from Dillinger, who was behind the 8 ball, losing 5-1 in that category here as Ristameki just trying to power his way through. Dillinger now in possession, going out front for the one time. Couldn't quite connect on it. A lot of bodies in front. Vody now taking it up for Roots. Head of steam down the right wing side, has that one poked away. Harlow will slow things down. Approaching the 5-minute mark here of this first period. They do gain the line. Dillinger back to Tohtorit, has some trouble. Now in the corner, taken away. And Roots coming back. Sokolo to his defenseman. Nordsman just streaking in. Couldn't quite get a clean shot away. Tohtorit looking to slow things down in their own end. Oyola trying to pass that one in front. Good body on the forecheck right there. Mike having some trouble. Going back now. Has the pass. Looking to get that through. Good job by, I believe that was Ristameki breaking that one up.
Yeah, not only was it Ristameki, that's a winger for Tohtorit. They all come back and clog the middle as they know Roots is looking for that play.
Sokolo looking for that pass, and they avoid the offside right there. Mike coming in. Begin to try to work it down low. Both teams still trying to get that flow of play and consistent offensive time, but hard to come by here in this first period. Oyola trying to drive the middle. Taken away, but forechecked well past in front. And the ref couldn't hold off for 0.3 more seconds, so we will have one more face-off.
No, Wes wanted this one. He needed the drop here, Sin. And you're seeing so much aggression out of Tohtorit and Oyola. I said that out of before the game when we were looking at the defensemen in the lineups, but I believe that Tohtorit's aggression in their offense does come from the back end of Tohtorit and Oyola.
Yeah, and with the struggles so far to really consistently gain the line and consistently set up an attack, I think we're going to see a lot more of kind of shifts like that. Defensemen starting to jump up, trying to catch people flat-footed on those break-ins, because it's been really kind of hard to come by. But Tohtorit with the advantage in time on attack with the 3 minutes. They have 2 more shots because of that, but not too many high quality or high danger chances really for either side.
Yeah, and their passing percentage at an 86.1% is just absolutely phenomenal. And you're looking at getting a look at Tohtorit, who was coming down on the offensive play, and they love to get those shots in the rebounds. Dillinger almost had one for Tohtorit there as he whiffed on that one off the bottom blade of his stick there, Sin. But we're going to go back. Period 2, Roots against Tohtorit. It's underway.
Face off here. Lexa's been doing a good job on the draw so far. Wins another one to start things off. Sokolo down into the corner and behind the net. Kicks it back up top. Vody with a shot through. Looking for a deflection. May have gotten it. Another one right there. Someone is injured. Didn't quite see the hit, but Lexa will be dealing with that. Another hit in the corner right there, but kept in. Sokolo's shot blocked in front. Tohtorit now behind the net. Trying to get away, and he eventually does. Dillinger now a pass, apparently towards the middle. The free possession on the side of Roots. Nordsman has some trouble right there. Avoids the bumps, though, and will gain the line. L skates to the middle, still in possession, but didn't have anyone on that left-hand side. Harlow coming in, drops it for Ristameki. And he will take a trip right there. A little careless with the stick. And Roots will be headed to the power play if they need it.
There it is, and over the line offside, and that's tough there as an offensive zone penalty. Yeah, that could be detrimental. You definitely don't want to be taking them 200 feet from your own net.
We will be seeing the Roots power play get to work, and with the advantage that Lexa has in the face-off so far, could be able to maintain that zone early on, which is exactly what you want. We see it all the time. The second you lose that zone, it's so hard sometimes to get it back. So this face-off, all the more important here for Lexa. Tie-up play, they'll get possession. Sokolo back up top. Vodi has to kind of scramble to keep that one in. Nordsman back to Vodi, goes to the slot right there. All kinds of traffic, but cutting across was Sokolo. Couldn't get the shot away. Harlow will get the clear. Not all the way down, but it bounces off skates, and a lot more precious time ticking off the clock. In that one, they're having all kinds of trouble getting possession of it. Finally, they do.
Yeah, a tough time there, and a good PK here by Tohtorit.
Nordsmen settle things down, but they can't really get to those shooting lanes like they want. Good penalty kill. As Lime said so far, another great poke right there to keep things to the outside. Nordsman now thinks about shooting. Vodi over to Mike, back up top to Nordsman. Man coming out of the box, trying to get one shot on. They could be a quick counterattack. They don't have the passing lane. Oh, and Ristameki just can't quite get turned around in time. That leads to an offside.
Yeah, and, probably just a brain fart on that one. Sin decided not to make the stretch pass and, hitting Ristameki flat-footed there, causing them to offside.
Roots won the face-off here. Look to get a zone entry. The saucer pass off the mark. Goes for icing. Close call right there, but I guess Ty goes to the defense. And we'll come back all the way other way.
And we're going to come all the way back down. Tohtorit, though, offensive zone face-off. We've seen lots of face-off plays tonight. We'll see if we see another one here.
Good tie up. Ristameki drops it. Oyala gets that one poked away. Tomanointi will have to collect it. Try to regain the line. A force pass through the middle is picked off by Nordsman. Vodi coming back the other way, but it's taken away once again. A neutral zone chess match for the most part between these two teams so far. Waiting for that first breakthrough. Here comes Ristameki down low, looking to get that short side shot off. Couldn't quite shoot it. Dillinger in the corner now, bodied off. Sokolo in front right there. It couldn't quite connect. Had Harlow streaking up the middle.
Yeah, Nordsman with a great play, body position. It's not always about getting your stick in the lane. He gets his body in the way in that one.
Sokolo in the corner now for Root. Shot on, bouncing puck, but kept out by Stammer. Harlow now. Over to Ristameki, trying to feed his defenseman, streaking in. That could create a chance coming the other way. Sokolo tried to self-sauce, but sauce it kind of to nowhere. Mike with a shot, loose puck in front. Sokolo jams at it. Tomanointi looking to work that one out. Here comes Harlow trying to power his way through the boards. The center comes in support, but as is Lexa there for Roots. Sokolo now will gain the line. Poked away. Great job by Oyala there against the boards. He turns it over, but gets it right back. Leading the rush back the other way for his team. Thought about the pass, then tried to push that one through. Offside once again.
Yeah, Tohtorit obviously not really connecting here, Sin. They've had lots of trouble getting into the offensive zone. That's their third offside here in the last 5 minutes. They really need to lock it in here.
Tie-up play off the draw. They are in possession. A wall of white jerseys there sitting at the blue line. They go back to try to pull people out. They gain the line, and they will get it behind the net here. Good hunt by Dillinger on the puck, and it bounces precariously in front. Yantes had to be sharp.
Did he ever have to be sharp on that one? As that one came out of nowhere, didn't it, Sin? As it just pops out front, he's able to hold it down, and he's doing real well with the save percentage now.
Defensive zone draw here for Lexa. Wins another one, trying to quick sauce. They just can't connect, and both teams trying to get a bit more creative to try to find some space in the neutral zone. It's been hard to come by. Still scoreless here through 2. And a dump and chase play coming out now on the side of Tohtorit. They do gain the line. Harlow, shot from distance, and it bounces sky high after hitting a skate. Physics schmizzics.
Who needs him, right?
Yeah. Can't gain the line cleanly once again. Sokolo has a little bit of speed, but a lot of black jerseys around him. Dillinger will intercept the puck. Just seconds remaining here in the second period. neither team able to get a lot of offensive presence. And once again, Aaron Paz leads to the end of this second period, still looking for our first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's been a very tight defensive battle. Tohtorit's had some trouble, though, getting in the offensive zone. You know, I'd hate to say Roots are doing better because they got the gorgeous lime green on their jerseys, but it just might be the case here in period one, is that is what the Roots have been doing, great in the offensive zone, you know, and getting those pucks on net, but I think they need to pressure a little bit more. 0-0 hockey game here, Sin, and Stammer, he's the goaltender you're going to want to get at least 20 shots on.
Yeah, Tohtorit in that period, 0 registered shots. They had 4 at the end of the first. Their Roots just had 2, so it's been an incredibly defensive game, but it's not, necessarily a lack of time on attack for either squad. Just shots have been harder to come by and sustained pressure as well. Very hard to come by.
Yeah, exactly right. His puck's going back to the point. I don't think we saw a lot of Tohtorit defenseman action. What we're used to seeing is Roots doing a good job of shutting down Tohtorit and Oyala, as a lot of the offense for Tohtorit comes through the defense. We'll see if it takes away in period 3.
So we get started in this third period. I'd like to thank our friends at Koval Lakritsi for helping make this season what it is here at the ECL Elite. Mike down in the corner. Good bit of forechecking here from Roots, trying to find themselves a nice shooting lane or something in front. Sokolo now back to the point. Vodi shot on, looking for the deflection. That's his defensive partner there in front. Nordsman may have gotten a piece of it, but Stammer kept it out.
Stammer, man, this guy is a 10 out of 10 goaltender, and he's showing why here for Tohtorit is even if it goes off of somebody else, he's still able to find it, Sin.
Oh, it looked like Mike going with that between the legs deke off the faceoff. Can work to give yourself space in off a set faceoff play. They don't get it right there. Dillinger trying to power his way through, but taken away once again briefly after they gain the line. Tohtorit gets bodied at the line, and here comes Nordsman. Can't get the puck in time, but he does it! He scores! I didn't think he had the angle to make the play, but he wouldn't take no for an answer. Power move to the net, and an unassisted goal from Nordsman.
We got to get another look at that. We're going to get the replay here, as I didn't think he was going to get there either, but what a cut by Nordsman to get himself in front of Stammer. As that, that's impressive, but that's where the elite edges comes into play, doesn't it, Sin? Is look at this, in behind the defender, cutting across in a perfect line. It's a 1-0 game.
Yeah, fortuitous bounce off the goaltender's pads as well, but what a just sequence by Nordsman. Big hit at his own blue line, and then chases the puck down, burying the first goal, which, the way this game is going, could end up being the winner, or perhaps the only one is scored, unless Tohtorit can find a bit more offensive presence here. Oyalo doesn't like what he sees, resets back. Tohtorit in possession now. Pass over to Harlow, sticked away, bouncing puck. Dillinger in the middle, tries to pass across, but it was intercepted. Good bump right there, but Tohtorit gets rid of it quickly. Aristameki now in possession. A little bit of a hard pass right there for Dillinger, but he maintains possession. In front right there, trying to feed. And they just couldn't quite sneak that one through that front of the net. Prime real estate that they simply can't get to, and an unfortunate pickup there for Lexa leads to an offside.
Maybe Roots tries to fire it up, put their foot back on the gas here, Sin. I don't know, but, 12 minutes is a long storm to weather here when you're up by 1.
Looking to gain the line once again. Mike sends it down low. Sokolo now going through that short side play, but excellent positioning from Oyala to take that away. Harlow gains the line. He gets bodied in the corner. Dillinger down low. Istimeki takes one bump, but gets crushed behind the net. Oyala jumping up into the play now. Gets board played. And Roots able to work it out once again. Zone exit now. Sokolo has it poked away. A shot block attempt right there from Tohtorit. Quick fingers on that one. But right back the other way. Low shot on from Ristameki. Looking for the rebound. Dillinger, short side chance. Pushing to the middle. The puck bounces out, but kept in for the moment by Oyala, and he still has it. Stops at the circle. Looking for the slot, but the collapse from Roots is too strong, and a 2-on-1 back the other way. Sokolo has it. Low shot looking for the rebound. Great control from Stammer to not let that one bounce out.
And his partner Tom Anoiti sitting in front of him, not backing way too far into him to force a goal the other way.
Sokolo to his centerman, cutting to the middle. Dangerous puck pickup for Oyala there, but he's able to keep it away from the netminder. Tohtorit having to reset once again. Less than 5 minutes here in this third period. A 1-goal lead, only 1 goal in this game, but Tohtorit simply cannot get the chances that they want. Vodi coming back the other way. Hits Sokolo. He carries it in. His pass to the middle picked off. And here comes Tohtorit back the other way, sticked away. Dillinger opts to tag up.
Deciding not to touch up there, too, Sin. Interesting play to keep the play alive.
Yeah, absolutely, with the clock ticking as fast as it is right now, nearly down to the 2-minute mark. Sokolo cutting in, couldn't get a clean shot away, and Stammer will cover.
Yeah, great play there by Stammer. He's had one get behind him, but how about Youngtees? We said he wanted to have the game of his life. He's having it right now.
Offensive zone face-off here for Roots. Good position to be in with the lead, and time ticking away into third. He wins it. Vodi crossing behind his defensive partner with a forehand shot on. Shot from the side of the net. Sokolo now with another one, and Stammer going back and forth between his posts to cut off those short sides.
Yeah, Stammer doing a great job, giving his team an opportunity to possibly get in the offensive zone, but they got to get down to the other end.
They absolutely do. Time ticking away faster than they want. And Lexa again on the draw is having such a good game in the dot here, but they get the turnover finally. Oyala, some space, cuts to the middle. Tomanointi, shot! What a save by Yantes there. All the way back in his crease, got that blocker up just in time. Ristemaki now gets bodied. Tomanointi pokes to keep it alive, still on the line, still in, but Nordsman able to collect. In the final, last minute of real time. Sokolo to the middle, and a big save by Stammer to give his team a chance. Counterattack, no. Harlow drop pass right there. And it allowed Roots to set up a bit better on the blue line. 30 seconds remaining. He just dumps it out. Well, I don't know if that'll go for icing.
Oh, no icing. And luckily, as the face-off plays have been dangerous, here's the last chance.
They can't gain the line once again. Sauce pass all the way out. Here comes Mikke. He's just going to take it into the corner to try to kill some more time. Opts not to forecheck on it once again. Just back. Big slap pass play. Beautifully executed. Ristemaki. Drop pass. It's poked away and sent out. Stammer. Score. No. And that will do it. A shutout for Yantes. A 1-0 victory for Roots Gaming. And Tohtorit need to go back to the drawing board because their offensive looks, they simply couldn't execute.
I think they got one really good offensive look there, Sin, and it was when Dillinger whiffed on that one short side and ended up sending it behind the net when the goaltender in Yantes wasn't even there. Yantes has a great game. He stopped all the shots he needed to, but you got to tip your cap to the D-men and Nordson and Vode. As Nordsman was actually the gentleman who scored the goal for Roots Gaming, allowing this 1-0 win, but he also shut it down strongly defensively in the defensive zone with the help of Lexa in that middle part. It didn't allow Tohtorit to drive their offense through their defensemen like they're used to.
Yeah, and, you know, that's just kind of what it came down to, is really a neutral zone chess match for the majority of this game, even continuing into like that crunch time for Tohtorit. They still had trouble gaining the line. They had, 4 shots through the first period, no shots in the second, 3 shots in that third period. They just could not get a consistent attack. As we take one more look at that goal, just a beautiful cut in from Nordsman after the hustle.
Yeah, it's got to be the elite edges, right, Sin? Like, that's got to be the only way he's cutting in like that. He gets perfect body position. He runs inside, and, that's just a gorgeous play by Norton.
Yeah, by the numbers, a very even game, but, numbers don't necessarily tell the whole story. As Tohtorit really struggled to get quality opportunities. I feel like Roots had a couple more, and really just came down to that one play where Nordsman essentially said, "Let me cook," and he bodied someone at the line, chased the puck down, went in alone, and scored. So just 1 point for one player in that entire game, and it's the goal from Nordsman.
Yeah, and a great individual effort. You heard Vode hold back Yantes. He said, "Hold up, man, let him cook." And that's what he did. He goes coast to coast like butter on toast. He gets around that defender and uses the elite edges to get by Stammer. Stammer is a 10 out of 10 goalie, Sin. We've talked about that time in and time again. But Yantes, it was his turn, and he showed up tonight.
Absolutely. So we do have one more game in this matchup here, but we will be throwing to a quick break for a word from our sponsors. Don't go anywhere. All right, and we are back. We thank you, of course, for sticking with us. And of course, thank our lovely sponsors at Kovalan Lakritsi as we have one more game of this broadcast, one more game between Roots Gaming and Tohtorit. Tohtorit's going to have to be looking to get some more offense in this one. Probably both teams want to try to find a bit more
I'd
offense
say.
as you don't want it to come down to just one play being the difference.
Six forwards in that game, not one with a point. It was Nordsman, the lone defenseman that went coast to coast and ended up scoring. And that's the tale of the tape. You're exactly right, Sin. Both of these teams want to get some sort of offense going. That was a very, very defensive game. But when you have goaltenders like Stammer and Yontes in between the pipes, sometimes that's just going to be the way it is.
Yeah, absolutely. And the defense playing the way they did, both sides really. The neutral zone was just a high point of contention that neither team could really crack with much consistency. So we'll see if there's a different story here in this second game as both teams looking to get matched up, and we'll get the action underway as soon as possible. But yeah, I mean, what a game for Yantes to kind of start working that save percentage back to where he would like it to be.
Yeah, and he got lots of help from his defenseman in his center as well. We even saw Sokolo that was coming back and helping out in the defensive zone. But you got to turn over to Tohtorit. They did not play their hockey game. That is not the type of style that they play. Usually it's puck back to the defenseman and switching around in the offensive zone. Up high cycles, Tohtorit loves to do above that dot to get the shots on and get the rebounds, get the tips, get the back door plays. But it usually comes from their defensemen in Oyala and Tomanointi. We saw it in period one, but it was really deafened through period 2 and 3.
Yeah, if they just couldn't get enough established here, as of course we will be back in action, or at least Lime will be here, I believe, for the Procast tomorrow's Hawaii Hockey, taking on Brinas and Arctic and Purification going head to head. I do apologize to that team if I butchered their name, of course, but I don't get to call pro all that often.
Yeah, I'm excited for this. Hawaii Hockey going against, I think it's Brinas as well, and then Arctic against Purification. Teams I've seen time and time again, and I'm looking forward to call some good hockey between these guys tomorrow, but it's Elite today, Sin. We're a big game. Roots, Tohtorit, they're going to be going head to head here right now.
Yeah, Roots already secured 2 points so far, looking to get at least another one here, but another win for them would be exactly what they need to start turning their season around. That was their first win of the season they secured in that last one, looking to get in on the attack, but good back check from Ristameki right there to break things up. Oyala with the puck now, trying to feed the middle. They start going down low. Dillinger in the corner, kicks back up to Tomanointi, feeding the middle right there. The one-time play. Harlow had it blocked, but here they come. Sokolo had some space. Beautiful poke from behind. I think that was Dillinger on the back check, and here comes Tomanointi back the other way, trying to get the shot away, broken up, but retrieves it down low. Looking, goes into the corner, and a shot from about the goal line from Ristamaki there hit his own teammate.
Yeah, I took that one right off the run. But Dillinger and then Nordsman said, hey, we'll give you a free one. What do you think of that, City?
Oh, my God. He was looking to get a quick, I think, slap pass up the boards there as the pass in the middle was broken up, keeping his goaltender on his toes. Oyala to the middle right there, and it sneaks in towards the blue paint, but Yantes able to grab it.
Well, at least now when we say we've seen crazier things, we know what we're talking about here, Sin. That was pretty wild. Nordsman almost put ones in on Yantes. We got some action early.
Yeah, he had one goal in the net. He said, I want another one, but wrong net. Good thing it didn't go in, and Yantes was on that post. I'm not too sure if it hit the goaltender or the side of the net. Either way, bit of a scary situation. Tohtorit, they go offside once again as they're continue to struggle against this Roots trap.
Yeah, and Roots has been really good after game one. They've stuck to their defensive roots and they held it down at the line. Haha. And they're doing a very good job to continue it here.
Good face-off play. Sokolo going up the boards, bodied off by Tomanointi. And Oyala coming back the other way as Saucer Pass hits a body and collected by Roots. They go with the dump and chase right here. Sokolo with a head of steam. Good play by Harlow to take it away. Quick passing. And they coming back the other way. Harlow inside, outside. Oyala to Ristimaki, low shot, rebound, and Harlow somehow can't get up with it. Had good body position, but a defender all over him on his back.
Yeah, gorgeous. Vode was all over him, Sin. You couldn't put it any, he was on him like white on rice there. He wasn't able to get anything through.
Ristimaki now in possession on the side of Tohtorit. Gets it through to Harlow. L-skate to the middle. Has to turn back the other way. Maintains possession, but his pass goes around. Mika now trying to sneak through. And he can't maintain possession. Good support right there. And Harlow has it now. Their zone entry attempt stifled once again. They go with the dump and chase right there, but it's over the short glass and out of play.
Yeah, we're going to get a little bit of a break there, and good things. Has this been a little bit of back and forth hockey where the Roots have just done a great job of shutting things down at their blue line.
Face off in the neutral zone, tie-up play. Alexa with another good win. Sokolo, toe drag, shot on, and Stammer will make the save and not surrender the rebound. Good thing, because Mike was right there on the doorstep.
Trying to activate the make it snappy there with the toe drag there, Sin, and he ripped that one. That was a close one. Great glove save there by Stammer.
Alexa was phenomenal on the draw his last game. Wins another one here in this one. Shot blocked. Yala had it sticked away for a second. Slows things down. Tomanointi now. Into the middle for Dillinger. Nice pass up there. Harlow gets bumped, but Dillinger in the corner to retrieve it. Back up top to Tomanointi. Has to be careful getting bumped. And in the corner right there, Ristimaki received the pass, couldn't get the shot away, and Roots, their defense is just phenomenal in front of Yantes.
Yeah, they've been great, and it helps Yantes, as we talked about his stats not being where he wanted them to be, but when your center and your defense are playing like this and helping you out, it sure makes it easy, doesn't it, Sin?
It absolutely does, and Tohtorit still being completely stumped on the offensive side of things. We're approaching the end of the first period. Still no goal in this one, and the last one, just a 1-0 win for Roots. This Tohtorit resets once again. Dump and chase coming out this time. They're offsides. They will elect to go for the touch and slow things down here, but at this point, Tohtorit just kind of bashing their heads into the proverbial wall.
What's your opinion on that, Sin? If you think the offside, are you taking that neutral zone draw, or are you going back to trap up?
I'm taking the draw simply because it's otherwise it's a free possession. At least give yourself a chance as well.
Right? Yeah.
Nordsman now creeps in off the back of the net, bouncing puck. Sokolo will retrieve it, trying to go back to the point, but Harlow is standing right there. 8 seconds remaining here in the first period. Harlow into the middle, and they can't connect. Good collapse from Roots again. They just get that out. And that will do it for the first period. 0-0 as it was in the previous first period. But Yantes making some saves.
Here's a big save as well. He gets the glove on that one. That one almost snuck through. As that would have been detrimental there, Sin. Is besides that shot by Nordsman, Roots' defense has been lights out. You're in a 2-1 for shots a game. That's when you know it's a defensive battle here, Sin.
Absolutely, and it's definitely saying something if the best chance really came from the opposing players on their own netminders here. That's kind of been the story for Tohtorit so far. They just cannot get enough offense. They have the advantage in time on attack, but it's just being able to get those shots clean. Credits to them again, still good on the defensive side of things. Stifling the Roots attack as well here, so still waiting for things to kind of break open, but the way this series has gone so far, the way the first game went, right. I don't know if we're really going to see that.
Yeah, I totally agree more. I'm going to send this over to you, but want to give a big thank you for the raid from Red Bull Munchen.
Here comes Mike down the boards, can't gain the line. Ristimaki back in possession. Harlow will gain the line. Goes up top to the defense. Oyala now, the shot, the deflection, loose puck in front. Nordsman takes it away. Goes up the boards, Mike gains the line, Nordsman collects, trying a quick shot on, could be a 3-on-2 back the other way. Dillinger, Harlow, great defense by Nordsman there, getting position and sticking that one away.
Yeah, Nordsman and Vonde have been fantastic, not only in front of the net, but shutting down the break-ins there by Tohtorit.
They come back the other way. Tohtorit, Ristameki had that one sticked away. It's offside once again. That time they back off. Vody and Nordsman playing catch. Nordsman will take it himself. I'm not too sure if someone got bumped offside or miscommunication. Either way, the puck will come back to the neutral zone.
Yeah, they're going to have to take another face-off in the neutral zone, and this defensive battle just continues that way, doesn't it, Sin?
Yeah, just no team able to get a foothold in that offensive zone or get those chances that they want. Dillinger with the win going up the middle, taken away by Vody. And Sokolo has it now. Speed down the wing, has the drop pass. He uses it. One-timer from Nordsman, another shot on, and Stammer got back for it. Huge saves right there.
Massive, massive save. Stammer playing lights out here as usual. That's why the game's so close.
Harlow back to the point. Oyala now dances at the blue line. Holds, goes down low. Nice stick right there from Vody to disrupt the pass, but Tohtorit still have it one time. Look, and Yantes out of position. Makes the save, and a stunned look from that shooter right there as he just stood still. He thought the goalie may overcommit, but he just simply didn't.
Yeah, exactly right. And Yantes, is he ever having the game of his life once again here, as he had it last game, and he's continuing on this tale of great goaltending.
Ristameki got bodied and Roots back in possession. Another big hit in the neutral zone, but it hits the body of Nordsman getting back to his feet and stifles the counterattack before it gets started. Vody with a pass over. Sokolo will track it down. Sokolo in the corner now. Back down low, sticked away. Lexa still in possession, tries a quick short side look. Sokolo has it again. Back up top now, good sustained pressure, shot from distance. Nordsman pinching in, but Mike has it. He gets bumped off the puck there and the possession ends. Oyala gets that one sticked away and Roots coming right back. Nordsman to Mike, L skates to avoid the hit. Down low. Lexa holding it, back up top to Vody. Vody going back down low, good read by Oyala there, but still in possession are Roots. Shot from distance, skitters just wide. Nordsman has it once again. Mike with a shot off balance, doesn't have enough heat on it. And here comes Tohtorit. Harlow gets bodied. And Dillinger's pass can't connect with his defenseman. They'll have to reset all the way back in their own end.
Tohtorit having a lot of trouble finding Oyala, sorry, and Tohtorit, which are normally, having no trouble with. I don't know if it's this Roots defense, maybe playing against something they're not used to, but usually Tohtorit has no problem getting the pucks back to their D-men. They sure are tonight.
Yeah, call it some growing pains here in the elite. There's much, much less space out there than you may find at times in the pro division here, as these teams and their defensive sets are incredible, but they have a bit of hit chance here. The shot blocked. The best look for them so far. Another one-timer, shot blocked. Roots defense is going to throw them on a 2-on-1 back to Ole. Sokolo back in front, loose puck, and Oyala picks it up on the doorstep. Tohtorit now trying to use the speed to the advantage. Tohtorit cutting to the middle. And that one poked away. Harlow has it on the point, looking for that pass to the middle, but the forces aren't there.
Game's starting to open up big time here, Sin.
Mike has it down low to Sokolo. Sokolo back to Mike. He goes around. It's going to go all the way around and out. Unfortunate break there for Roots.
Yeah, this game has really turned up a notch, hasn't it, Sin? As it was very defensive, but lots of offensive chances sparking now.
Pass in front right there, taken away. Dillinger feeds Harlow. Harlow cuts in front. The pass taken away once again. They can't connect. A few seconds remaining. Mike has it sticked away. 1 second. Shot goes wide. And after two, once again, a 0-0 game as a defensive play between these two teams has reached its peak once again.
Yeah, hey, great hockey here. Big saves there as Yantes. That one didn't come off the stick of Nordsman, and he still was able to glove that one down there, Sin. As it's been a very tight-knit battle between two goaltenders playing lights out with defense that's been just as good.
It absolutely has been. Roots, no shots in that period, despite getting, some good looks, some good, zone time, some good cycles. Neither team are able to find those shooting lanes. It's kind of an anomaly at this point, really. I mean, with the time on attack, the defense of both teams has been unreal.
Yeah, you know, it has been, and it shows on the scoreboard. 4 shots for Tohtorit, 1 shot for Roots. And they come out of the last game knowing that it was a 1-0 game, and they got to step their defense up. I didn't think Tohtorit could from last game, but they sure have, as we have period 3 underway.
Norseman, a quick pass up the board. Sokolo cuts in, shoots it on net. Looking for a rebound, but sticked smartly into the corner by Stammer. Ristimäki has that one sticked away, but retrieved. A huge hit, and what's going to lead to a penalty just of the 2-minute variety. That was a massive collision, and Nordsman going to be sitting for 2, charging on the call.
Yeah, big charging play, as we knew that was going to be a big penalty on that. And now with how tight this game's been, Roots only has 1 shot, and that was a big hit in the numbers. You got to see the stop sign, right, Sid?
Yeah, but sometimes there's no brakes on that train, as we saw from Nordsman in that first game on the play where he scored. But see what happens here. Big face-off win.
Ooh.
Dangerous right there as Harlow sticked it away and into the goaltender.
Yeah, very dangerous play, as Yantes had to be very, very sharp, as we know that face-off plays have been dangerous, and that one almost cost him making a defensive play.
Lexa tie up on that draw, and they'll get possession again. He has been a huge, huge part of his team's success with his face-off ability in this matchup. That will lead to Tohtorit having to try to gain the line on the power play. They do. Oyala, Tolmanointi backs away, has Ristimäki shot on, man in front, but Yantes makes the save once again.
That's a big save there by Yantes, but, you know, maybe stop shooting glove side here, Sin. What do you think? A lot of big glove saves by Yantes. Maybe it's time to pick on his blocker here a bit.
Another face-off win from Lexa, looking for that long stretch play. But Mike will come back and set himself up for this PK. Ristimäki over to Oyala. Harlow crosses. Tolmanointi shoots right into the shin pads. And they are not able to get the looks that they want on this power play. One more chance, they gain the line. Ristimäki's trying to send down low, still has it behind the net. Power play over, man out of the box. Another forced pass to the middle, goes to no one. Oyala, Ristimäki with a huge one-timer there, but stop me if you've heard this before. Glove save by Yantes.
Can we get Yantes' other glove here, please? This one's starting to fray. That's about every single save has been in that glove, and he makes another big one, Sin.
Face off, tie up. Ristimäki will come up with it. Sent back to the point. Oyala shooting through traffic, blocked in front. Vodi has some trouble with it, can't clear. Oyala jumps in. A big blast from Ristimäki hits another body in front. They're starting to fire those 1-Ts from everywhere. Vodi on the rush. Puck still loose in front. They score! Broken play, but a positional play for Mikke on the doorstep. Cleans up the trash. And 1-0 lead here for Roots.
Right place, right time, once again here at sportsgamer. GG with a big shot on, kicked out by Stammer. He tries to get over, but he's not able to get there fast enough. The rebound's put in by Mikke.
See it once again here, just kind of a broken play. The loose puck went initially to Vodi, who just kind of shot it on. Mikke with the rebound goal. 13.5 to go here, an odd man potentially. Ristimäki has it sticked away. The defensive Roots continuing to work. They have a 2-on-1 coming back the other way. Sokolo shot low for the rebound. Vodi, who had jumped up, couldn't quite get to it again. Good rebound control by Stammer. Tolmanointi to Dillinger. They can't cross the line here. Oyala will reset.
Yeah, running into each other at the line, trying to get over, which means good defense by Roots. As there they get another great trap and puts Tohtorit offside.
Lexa there, nice area, saw Sokolo trying to hunt that one down just out of his reach. Ristimäki behind the net now with some trouble, kicks it out straight. Could be dangerous, but he had support. Harlow gets crushed at the blue line here, trying to send that up the ice quickly, but Harlow was already back to his feet. Big shot on from distance, had a man in front looking for the deflection. Probably didn't get good wood on it, but the goaltender makes the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if you're going to be able to score on Yantes from there with the saves he's been making tonight, but a good effort nonetheless.
Yeah, shots on from anywhere has got to be the mentality from Tohtorit at this point. The zone exit doesn't work. Harlow gets bodied again. Maybe a bit shaken up there in the corner, but perhaps just a winded get up. I didn't see him use the L1 to get out of it, so I'm assuming he was just out of stamina. Here comes Roots. Pass to Sokolo. Nice drop to Vodi. Shot from distance blocked. Trying to go down low again. Dillinger takes it away. Here comes Ristamaki. Cutting to the middle. He had it knocked off his stick. And Roots once again take it. They'll reset. Nordsman to Vodi. Time ticking away. The biggest enemy right now of Tohtorit, besides the back of their opponent's net, is the time on the clock. Tomanoichi to the middle. Dillinger shot on. And into the crest of Yantes.
You know, Yantes with another great save. He's playing lights out here. You know, it's funny. It takes me back to when we were looking at the goaltenders side by side, and we said, this guy's going to have a great game. And he not only had one, he's having two so far.
Nice pass up. Sokolo self-sauce, trying to get some speed there, but sticked away by Oyala. Tomanointi takes it in. Looking. Nice spin away on the boards. In front, can't connect once again. Sokolo coming back the other way. Sokolo pass in front, hits off something in front, and doesn't go. Ristamaki trying to feed that one through, taken away at the line again. 3 minutes remaining here in the third period. Roots in possession. Pass through. Sokolo has space. Sokolo over to the centerman. Lexa off the backhand. Couldn't put it away. And tried to go down low. He hit the pass off his own skate right there. 2 minutes remaining here. Tohtorit continuing to run out of time. Good forecheck there to get possession. Ristamaki and Dillinger there, but they can't come up with it. Nordsman taking it out. Mike all alone on the left side. They opt to go to Sokolo. He takes it down the wall and will just look to kill time. Down low. Back to Sokolo. Back down low. Will the defenseman hop up? No, they're playing on the line here. They don't want to give up an odd man. 47 seconds remaining here. Dillinger to the middle. And Harlow has it poked away. Buffered shot. And another shot from the defenseman towards the goaltender. Back on the point now. Tomanointi poked away as he tried to pull the trigger. Excellent poke right there. It's a foot race. Vodi has Mike. Excellent defense right there. 27 seconds left. They need to get the puck up the ice. Quick, a big blast from Mike right there. Turned aside from Stammer. 20 seconds now in the third period. Tomanointi getting to the line. Tomanointi shot from distance. Blocked in front. And the puck skitters out of the zone. The seconds are ticking away here. Tohtorit in desperation mode. They can't get it. 2-on-0 now to end the game. Vodi scores! And that will do it. Vodi has a pass, opts not to take it. Forehand snipe. And that will put away Tohtorit.
You know, I don't know. Did Roots unplug Tugi's power? Because they got the lime green jerseys. Lime's in the booth. They come out with two big wins against a super, super tough Tohtorit team. They look good. They feel good. And congratulations to Yantes for having two monster shutouts.
Absolutely. That's one way to start to turn your save percentage around. Came in today with a 74.1. I imagine we're seeing that after this performance in the mid-80s. That's exactly what he needed to start to turn things around. Roots with an exceptional defensive performance in this one, completely shutting Tohtorit down, and they get 4 massive points because of it.
Yeah, huge points early here in the season, right side of the board. Only 2 games played by either of these, you know, and Roots even tipped their cap to Tohtorit with 2 shots on goal from their own defenseman on Yantes to try and beat him, and they weren't able to. So if the other team wasn't, your team wasn't, it was a great job by Roots all around.
It absolutely was. Again, not a high-scoring set of games, just 3 total goals in these two games, all of them for Roots Gaming. As the defensive battle, they just continued to shut down Tohtorit. I don't know how else to say it. They were near perfect from a defensive standpoint. Stifled the blue line. They stifled the slot. Every pass that Tohtorit tried to send there was either intercepted, deflected, or just flat out went through everybody.
Right.
It's a frustrating day for Tohtorit for sure, but credit where credit's due. Roots and Yantes were amazing.
Sin, you can say perfect. You know, both both games scoreless. Their defense was perfect. They came out with Nordsman and Vode leading the way, and Lexa really helping them out. And then you had Mike and Sokolo that were coming back in the defensive zone and helping out in a big way, knowing from a lot of their points come from their back end. So, you know, that was perfect defending here by Roots Gaming, and I tip my cap to them on great games tonight.
Absolutely. That first goal, as you just saw, just kind of a broken play, a quick shot on after getting possession back. And this one right here, Vody kind of using his teammate as bait. I like what he does here because with a tiny little L skate shift, you can barely see it before he goes to the forehand, but kind of changed his body position. So when he cut to the inside, the movement of his player was that much more. Those are the little things that these players do that set them apart from anyone who plays Ishul, myself obviously included.
Yeah.
And very much so. But that was a great set of games between these two teams. We do have to kind of get out of here a little bit quicker than usual. So we'll kick over to the standings here. Hopefully things are updated, but if not, we do know what happened in these two set of games. Of course, that second game not quite submitted yet, but Roots will be sitting there with a 2-1-1 record. And unfortunately for Tohtorit, fall to 1-3 on the season. Not the start that they want. Not in dead last, however. Sverigestad has just had really rough start by their standards.
Yeah, they very, very much so. As ZSC Esports, we saw in our first game, they're all the way up to 10th there, Sin. So climbing the board with IMO still over there in first place. And yeah, the Tohtorit, obviously not the start they were looking for, but Roots has to be patting themselves on the back right now.
Absolutely. Good job to kind of start turning things around. Came into today with no wins. They have two now. And that's how we end things at today. Jaimo on top of the left hand of the bracket. Surprise to some. But of course, tomorrow we have pro action in Lime. You'll be here. So why don't you name these beautiful teams off?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back in the booth and doing some commentary here with the White Hockey going against Brynus and then Arctic going against Purification. Teams I've seen many, many times. Looking forward to some Tuesday at Pro Hockey.
So don't forget to tune in for that, as well as Wednesday, as we'll back with the lead action with Luxens taking on Mayhems and Red Hawks taking on Yip Ivaskala. But that will do it for us here today at Sports Gamer. We thank you guys for joining us here. Of course, you can check out Lime over there, as you see on your screen, at It's King Lime on Twitter as well. You can find me at Sin for the Win Prod on Twitter and Sin for the Win Productions on YouTube. We thank you all for stopping in. Shout out to Kovalon Lock Chrissy for helping sponsor this season, and we'll see you guys all tomorrow for some pro action.